right now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Romine reacts to electric rates. Also, new details have come about in a Perry County death, and the city of Farmington will be having a commemoration this weekend. All of these stories and dust and storm tracker weather forecast.
18 Eyewitness News starts now.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on 18 Eyewitness News. The Fair Energy Rate Action Fund has thanked Missouri State Senator Gary Romine for protecting Missouri families and businesses by opposing legislation that would have added a new surcharge to Missourians' electric bills. Executive Director of the Fair Energy Rate Action Fund, Chris Ropel, tells 18 Eyewitness News what the group is trying to accomplish.
It's a group of consumer organizations and Missouri employers that focus on educating the public and public policy makers on how changes in law or rates will affect customers on their utility bills.
According to a staff analyst from the Missouri Public Service Commission, the legislation, Senate Bill 207, would have increased Missourians' electric bills by about $600 million over the next 4 years. This legislation was debated last week in the Missouri Senate, but did not come to a vote, in part because of the Senator Romine's firm opposition against adding this new surcharge to his constituents' electric bills. In 2005, Missouri legislatures authorized a fuel adjustment surcharge to many Missourians' electric bills. The surcharge has already cost Missourians more than $560 million. Now, do you think electric rates are too high? Let's find out by voting at our online poll, KDKZ18.com. Police have released new details in an investigation into the death of a man Saturday night in Perry County. 24-year-old Philip Rosler was found dead in his Perryville home. The fire department said that Rosler died from inhalation of heat and smoke. Now, sometime early Saturday, Rosler put a pot on the stove in the kitchen at his house, then fell asleep on the couch in the living room. The pot caught fire and spread to the cabinets above and then to a part of the ceiling. Smoke and excessive heat then spread throughout the house. Police think that Rosler woke up and stood up immediately, taking one breath, and then collapsed. The house was airtight, and the lack of oxygen caused the fire to extinguish itself. A friend came by later Saturday night due to some plans they had already scheduled. After knocking and no answer, the friend noticed the smoky windows, kicked the door in, and called 911. Smoke detectors were not working. On Friday, Governor Jay Nixon signed Senate Bill 16 and Senate Bill 329. Senate Bill 16 allows children under the age of 16 to do agricultural work on a farm owned and operated by a close relative, which includes parents, siblings, grandparents, or sibling of a parent. A child under 16 may also, with the knowledge and consent of the parent, work on any family farm or family farm corporation. Senate Bill 329 expands the definition of eggs from only chicken eggs in the shell to also include turkey, duck, goose, and guinea eggs in the shell that are intended for human consumption. The measure will protect public health and enhance food safety by allowing the Missouri Department of Agriculture to inspect these eggs and ensure that they are clean and kept at the appropriate temperature to prevent disease. The flags of the United States and the state of Missouri at all government buildings in the state will be flown at half-staff from sunrise to sunset on Wednesday in honor of Missouri's Peace Officers Memorial Day, which was designated as state law back in 1996. The day commemorates the sacrifice of the federal, state, county, and municipal peace officers who have been killed or disabled in their performance of duties.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Temperatures across the board, not too bad. 84 degrees in Potosi, 84 in Ironton, Fredericktown at 83 and 82 right now in Cape Girardeau. Going through the evening this evening, not a bad evening at all. It's going to be on the warm side for sure. 83 degrees at 7 p.m. under a sunny sky. Clear skies remain overnight. Temperature around 76 at 9 p.m., 70 degrees by midnight. Oh, it's going to be a warm night. We'll give you more details on your forecast. Some thunderstorms on the way. All those details coming up in just a little bit.
When we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, the city of Farmington will be having a commemoration this weekend. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The city of Farmington will be having a special ceremony on Saturday commemorating the history of the B-29 Super Fortress. City Administrator Greg Beavers tells 18 Eyewitness News why this is so important.
Basically, we're going to commemorate the story of a B-29 that flew in World War II. Local gentleman, Mr. Cecil Halsey, was the radar navigator aboard that aircraft, and when they were choosing the name for the plane, it was named City of Farmington.
The ceremony gets underway at the Farmington Airport on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. The airport is located at 1436 Pyrene Road in Farmington. On Saturday, the Fredericktown Police Department will present the Chris Parson SRT Roundup. SWAT and SRT teams from all over Missouri will compete in several events, including hostage rescue, officer down, and tactical endurance. Chamber President Kyle Wright of the Madison County Chamber of Commerce explains to 18 Eyewitness News what the whole family will take in.
They're going to go through and compete in several different events, including endurance training. They're going to have a hostage rescue situation, officer down situation. They're going to have snipers on hand, shooting exploding targets. We're going to have food vendors on hand. It's really going to be a complete family-friendly event.
The roundup is in honor of Deputy Chris Parson, who was killed in the line of duty late last year. It will take place on Saturday as the Fredericktown Training Facility, which is located on South Chamber Drive. The cost is only $5 and is open to the public. For more information, contact the Fredericktown Police Department at 783-7401. With news of a Springfield teacher pleading guilty to sexual misconduct of a child after sexual inappropriate text messages were exchanged, Tim Woda and Kids is providing parents with sexting prevention tips that can keep something like this from happening to your child. Tim, who is the co-founder of KDKZ.com, tells 18 Eyewitness News what's entailed.
Kids is an online service that's used by moms and dads to try to help simplify the process of digital parenting.
To see a list of some helpful tips, visit our website, KDKZ18.com. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, we'll have a look at the latest Missouri state headlines.
When someone comes in a mental areas emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
A St. Louis County police lieutenant has been fired nearly 6 months after accusations that he ordered officers to target black people. Lieutenant Patrick Rick Hayes was fired Monday following a 6-month internal investigation that began with an anonymous tip dated December 24th from a county officer. The tip to Chief Tim Fitch and another top county police official said Hayes ordered officers under his command to focus only on arresting blacks in and around South County Center and at a Walmart store in South St. Louis County. The investigation has determined that Hayes violated department policies, but no officers followed his commands. Investigators say they uncovered one of the largest indoor marijuana growing operations ever found in a southwest Missouri county. Newton County officials say a tip sent them to a home west of Joplin where they found nearly 400 marijuana plants spread throughout the home. 4 rooms were full of plants under grow lights. It also included humidifying operations, timers, and clipboards with schedules for treatments. Other rooms were used for drying and packaging. A total of 396 plants were found, with 107 half-pound to 1-pound packages of processed pot. The value of the operation was placed right around $850,000. A 47-year-old man charged with a 1999 dormitory rape at the University of Missouri in Columbia has pleaded guilty. Marvin Jones of Columbia pleaded guilty Monday in Boone County Circuit Court of 2 counts of forcible sodomy and 1 forcible rape count. Jones was arrested by campus police last November in connection with the October 16, 1999 attack at Gilbert Hall. The Missouri Highway Patrol's crime lab identified a DNA sample from Jones that matched a sample found on their victim 13 years earlier. Jones was required by law to provide a genetic sample after a 2010 sexual misconduct conviction. Sentencing is scheduled for early July. The Missouri Senate has rejected a proposal to study the cost of the state's death penalty. The measure by Democratic Senator Joe Keevanley of St. Louis would have required the state auditor to analyze the cost of convicting, housing, and executing people sentenced to death for murder. That would have been compared to the cost of cases in which the death sentence was sought but not given, and to murder cases in which the death penalty was never sought. The study itself was estimated to cost over $170,000 2 years ago.
It looks like we're going to be socked into some isolated thunderstorms for the next several days. All the details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Relion Group at 800-796-6986.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. Currently we have a sunny sky here in southeast Missouri and a temperature of 85 degrees. Feels like 85 with a dew point of 43, not 4,356. 36% humidity and a southwest wind at 11 miles per hour. Throughout the area, we're seeing temperatures in the 80s, 84 in Potosi, 83 in Fredericktown, down in Cape Girardeau at 82, 84 in St. Genevieve, at 83 right now in Ellington. throughout the state of Missouri, it's on the warm side as well. Kansas City at 85, 84 in Columbia, and 85 right now in St. Louis. As we head through the next couple of days, warm air is going to stick around. Thunderstorms move in for your day on your Wednesday, and it looks like Saturday is going to be the pick day for the sunshine as we see full sunshine on your Saturday. So here's your setup for the next few days. We do have a low pressure system off to the west. It'll essentially move our way as this cold front pushes in, giving us a chance of some isolated thunderstorms for your day on your Wednesday and into Thursday. And then we'll see some on Friday as well. So forecast for tonight, clear skies, low around 60 to 63, southwest wind 5 to 10, not bad evening at all. Then for tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies for the most part, some showers and thunderstorms possible, 84 to 86, southwest wind 10 to 15. The next several days, we'll be seeing temperatures in the 70s on your Thursday, isolated thunderstorms and 81 on Friday. Saturday, as I said, the pick day, partly sunny, 82. Isolated thunderstorms Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as temperatures are near 80 for Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, 78. Don't forget to get the latest weather information at our website, KDKZ18.com.
Well, still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, looking to boost students' grades in some unlikely places. What scientists are learning about the cafeteria and the playground at your child's school. That's coming up in Health News.
Wedding season, it's right around the corner, and a lot of brides are preparing to bust that budget. I'm Stacy Johnson. Maybe before you say yes to the dress, you should see what's ahead on Money Talks News. Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1.
Long before we could appreciate it, our moms told us to eat right and get plenty of exercise. But now there's new scientific evidence proving Mom was right. Using MRI scans, researchers have looked into the brains of students and are finding that places like school and cafeterias and playgrounds may be just as important as the classroom. With more on that, here's Clark Powell.
Like most teenagers, mornings for Asada Gilmore are hectic. Between getting enough sleep and finding the right look, there is little time for anything else.
I wake up like 6 and take a shower, and then I pick out my clothes, which takes a while. So then by 6:45, I'm rushing out the door to catch my bus.
In the past, that usually meant skipping breakfast, something 62% of teenagers do at least once a week. And now a new report is showing just how much that might affect them in the classroom.
Hungry kids can't learn, and we've known that for a long time, but now we know why they're not learning and what areas of the brain are really hindering that.
In recent studies, researchers took brain scans of students and noticed differences between those who got proper nutrition and exercise and those who didn't. Composite scans show brain activity of students while sitting quietly and after 20 minutes of exercise like recess. The brain is much more active and the student is more engaged. They also looked at test scores between those who ate breakfast either at home or at school and those who didn't.
There's a relationship between breakfast, academic performance, like better math scores, things on standardized tests. So there's really a lot of compelling evidence for breakfast and why that's so important.
The problem is not all schools offer breakfast, and some are cutting back on recess. So groups like the American Dairy Association Mideast are funding nutrition and physical activity programs like their Fuel Up to Play 60 campaign, something doctors say could not only help students learn, but schools excel.
We've got a real opportunity to help teachers achieve their goals by putting a better student in the chair.
In Columbus, Ohio, this is Clark Powell reporting.
In addition to skipping breakfast, the study also says 3 out of 4 teenagers aren't getting the recommended 60 minutes of physical activity a day. Researchers want to use their findings to help schools put emphasis on things like diet and exercise, like they do science and math. We all know that weddings can come with big expenses, including the dress, but money expert Stacy Johnson shows us some creative ways that brides are saving and making money on their dresses.
I had that dream that I was going to walk down the aisle and that a beautiful and big church with a princess gown.
Wedding dresses, an iconic symbol of marriage and one that can make up a big part of a bride's budget.
My wedding gown was $950.
That's $250 below the $1,200 average women spend on wedding dresses, according to TheKnot.com. Now, when it comes to dresses, you can get them for $500, you can get them for $20,000. But one thing's for sure, you can get creative, whether you're a dress shop owner or a customer, and you can cut that cost. One way, selling that dress on consignment.
It is catching on with the girls, and they are enjoying it. And they like to hear that somebody bought their dress and is happy in their dress also.
You can check thrift shops for wedding dresses, or you may be able to find a deal online. Just beware of laying out big bucks for a dress that you don't see first. You might not like the quality, and you may not be able to return it. You could also do what so many grooms do. Don't lose your head and just rent. This shop rents not only dresses, but also the accessories that go with them. Some regular clothing retailers are selling wedding dresses, or you can choose a nice non-wedding dress for the occasion. Handy with a sewing machine or know someone who is? Make your own. Let me tell you something. If there was ever a situation where it was appropriate to substitute your imagination for your money, this is it. You want more ways to save on weddings? I've got them for you. Just go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for wedding savings. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up here in sports, the Cards break their tie to win Monday night's game at Busch Stadium. The Rams are helping out students in the local area, and a Blues prospect may be a good one. Sports Zone is coming up next.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18. This is Sports Zone.
The Cardinals scored 3 runs in the 7th inning to break a 3-3 tie and open up this 4-game set with the New York Mets with a 6-3 victory Monday night at Busch Stadium. Matt Holliday provided the insurance with a 2-run homer, but it was a couple of fortunate plays early on in the inning that started the rally. Former Cardinals player Rick Ankiel, who was just signed by the Mets earlier in the day, missed a diving catch on Ty Wigginton's hit to shallow center to start the 7th inning. Ankiel didn't have any of his equipment as it didn't arrive to Busch Stadium, so he used pitcher Jonathan Neese's glove. Well, throughout the year, many local schools embraced the message of Play 60 and provided resources so their students could be active for at least 60 minutes every day and lead healthier lifestyles. The St. Louis Rams assisted those efforts, visiting various schools for an array of Play 60 related programs, activities, and assemblies. On Friday, it was the schools who took the turn by visiting the Rams, who took part in the inaugural Play 60 Field Day at Rams Park. And Blues prospect Ty Ratty helped the Portland Winterhawks win the WHL championship on Sunday with a 5-1 win over the Edmonton Oil Kings at Rexall Place. 20-year-old Ratty recorded a hat trick in the game. 2 of his goals were scored while shorthanded. Ratty finished the postseason with 20 goals during the 2013 WHL playoffs and set a new WHL record with 50 career playoff goals, surpassing the previous mark of 47, which was originally set by Mark Peterson in 1988. And that's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you. I'm Aaron Cox.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at that forecast for you for the rest of this evening. Clear skies throughout the evening, 76 degrees or so by 9 p.m., but we still are in the 80s at 7 p.m. 70 degrees at midnight, and clear skies remain. It's going to be a different situation tomorrow with showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the area. We'll, of course, keep you updated right here on KDKZ Channel 18. Well, that does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Hope you have a good night. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock. The news doesn't stop here, though. Just visit us at our website, KDKZ18.com.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.